I used to have ADHD and asthma. This is the man that saved my life.
Children whose parents are stressed are more likely to have asthma. As a matter of fact, the degree of the child's asthma has been correlated with the degree of mental disturbance on the part of the parent. Why is it that the more episodes of racism a black American woman experiences, the greater her risk for asthma? It's just a documented fact. You go to the physician, you get the inhalers, but that's all that happens. We never talk about stress, which is the most important cause. The research is just not incorporated into medical practice, despite the fact that it's been published. The article is from the Harvard Center on the Developing Child, February of 2012. Social and physical environments that threaten human development because of scarcity, stress, or instability that are necessary for immediate survival and adaptation come at a significant cost to long-term outcomes in learning, behavior, health, and longevity. We exclude this kind of information. That's the ideological bias. The adaptations that children are forced to resort to in response to early stress help them endure that early duress and difficulty. All of you who went to these specialists were there because of childhood trauma, but it doesn't even occur to them. Now, there are diseases that you can't put into that category. The muscular dystrophy. If you have the gene, you'll have the disease. Those diseases are extraordinarily rare. Like 1 in 10,000. But trauma is not what happens to you, it's what happens inside you in the present moment, for which you don't need dramatic events. Nobody's aware of it. You have to go back to childhood in every single case. As the family physician, you get to see people before they get sick. And also you get to see them in the context of their families, including their multi-generational family of origin. If we're not response-able, then what the heck are we? Then we're victims. There are processes inside people, and the people have the response ability to affect those processes once they get it, and they drop the automatic patterns that have been driving them. Nobody's ever responsible if anybody else feels, unless you're a parent, then you are. What if I told you that to be an American black male is to live in a state of suppressed rage all the time? The blood pressure of American black males is much higher on the average than that of whites, and they're much more likely to develop hypertension, as opposed to their genetic relatives in Africa who don't have high blood pressure at all. The ratio of multiple sclerosis, which is an autoimmune condition, is about 3 women to every man now. Genes don't change in a population over 70 years. What has happened is that women have always had the role of being the stress absorbers of their families. Married men live longer than unmarried men, but married women don't live longer than unmarried women. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.